Hello there, second graders. It's Miss Hess here. This is my last recording of this year for you guys because we are at the end of our school year. It's been a really weird school year, hasn't it? My goodness. Anyway, summer is almost here, and that is a good thing for everybody. Everybody's really looking forward to summer, as we always do, right? So, sure enough, I have something to read to you that is related to summer, and it's also related to something that you've worked on very recently. So this book is called Summer, an Alphabet Acrostic. You guys know what acrostic poetry is now, right? And this is by Stephen Schulner and illustrated by Leslie Evans. Okay, I thought this would be kind of fun to share as we ease into our summer vacation. And I'm going to wear my glasses so I don't have to squint at these words. All right, here we go. Alphabet Acrostic. Here's our title page. Okay. And I just love the illustrations in this book. They're very, very colorful. So, the title of this acrostic is Awning. You know, an awning is like an overhead piece of material. Usually it's material that comes out and it gives you shade, right? Okay, awning. Above the nursery window, shading the newborn baby asleep in her crib, and a nest of robins, a gleaming striped canopy. And you notice I always have to take a little pause after each line. That's the tricky thing about poetry. In poetry, there's hardly any rules about punctuation. It's more free-flowing and just more creative. However, when you read it, you have to read poetry one line at a time. You can vary the speeds that you read it, but you always need to take a little pause, right? All right, this next one is called Beach. Blankets and umbrellas, endless miles of sand, and the constant hum of wind and waves. Cool. And this one is called Cabin. Close by, a glittering blue lake, high in the mountains, nestles a fishing lodge. Okay, cool. And this one, I can actually see this by looking in my computer. It's kind of cool. This one is called Daisy. Dragonflies dart and hover, inspecting white flowers with sun-like yellow centers. Okay. And this one is called Early. Everyone is already up, attending to chores when the rooster crows these longest days of the year. Okay. I heard a rooster at my house this morning, and I live in the city. Like, wow. Sitting there, and I heard all the birds, and all of a sudden, "Rrr, rrr." Say what? Kind of cool. All right, this one is called Flags. 4th of July banners wave from lampposts, front porches, and the village grandstand as the parade streams by. Okay, and the opposite page is called Grapes. Green clusters soon to be red and purple entwine the stairs. Okay, grapes. And one of my favorite summer activities is called hike. Heavy boots, a canteen, insect repellent, and a knapsack full of food for our early morning walk. And on the opposite page, idle. And idle means to not be moving, right? In the July heat, we doze in hammocks and lie on the emerald grass. All right, and the next one, jogger. Jumping over gray stone walls and gullies, enjoying an early run. Okay, and this one is called keel, and a keel is a part of a sailboat. Okay? Kelp and foam float by, each sailboat racing eagerly to the finish line. I like all these ideas about summer. This one is called Lighthouse. Large ships head into port, guided safely home by tall towers perched high on cliffs, their unceasing beacons sweeping the coast each night. And on the opposite page, mosquitoes. I think that's everybody's least favorite part of summer, right? Okay, mosquitoes. Millions of tiny, stinging insects, quick to strike unsuspecting victims in the twilight of mid-summer. Okay, this one is called Night. Noisy crickets, the incandescent glow of fireflies and flashes of heat lightning fill the dark garden. Nice. And this one is called Orchard. Have you guys been out on walks around Heinerberg recently? There are lots of orchards very nearby where we live. I've been up to, it's a village called Igstadt in Kloppenheim, and they're very near to Bierstadt, very close. Lots of apple orchards, and I've also seen pears up there. Beautiful. Okay, over hill and dale, ripening apples, cherries reddening, hives swarming with bees, and long rows of dangling pears. I have seen every single one of those things in our environment very nearby recently. So it's a nice thing to do in the summer, get out for walks. All right, this one is called Picnic. Paper plates and cups, iced tea and lemonade, chicken salad sandwiches, nuts and chips, watermelon, ice cream and soda, chocolate cake, and blueberry pie. I hope this is almost done because I need to go have lunch. Okay, and this one is called Quarry. Quarry is a place where they dig for stone, right? Quarry. Quickly slipping underneath the fence at abandoned rock pit, the rowdy children leap, yelling into the cold water. Very cool. Okay, this one is called Ripple over here. Rocks and pebbles hurled into steel pools form perfect circles that grow larger and larger, then echo off the shore. And this page, summer. Suddenly the unbearable heat of midsummer August yields to milder days in early September and the return of cool nights. This one is called Tide. Tumbling waves inch up the beach, depositing seaweed and shells, then ebb slowly away. Let me see your ebb. Yeah, that's it. umbrella. Upright in the moist sand of the nearly empty beach, keeping the sun's rays out of our eyes this last lazy weekend at the shore. And you know, you guys, when you read poetry, it takes practice. So I could become much better at reading these poems with more practice, right? Good readers always practice. And poetry is especially important because when you say it, you know, it can be like music to your ears when you practice a lot. Okay, this one is called Vegetables. Vines of cucumbers, ears of corn, gourds, eggplants, tomatoes, acorn squash, beans, lettuce, and endive slowly ripening. Okay, and this one, wood, waiting outside in neat stacks on the porch for the first chilly day or night. And this word here, it's spelled Xeric. I had to look it up. Okay? It's pronounced xeric, and what it means is it's like a dry habitat. Very, very dry. Okay, xeric. And then this has an XII. Those are Roman numerals. XII, it stands for the number 12. Okay? So basically, 12 weeks with not even an inch of rain have ended in a crackling thunderstorm. Oh, I love thunderstorms in summertime. It's fantastic. And this one, yacht. It's a kind of boat, right? Yawls and sailboats, cutters and sloops are hauled out of the water as summer ends. And our last one is called Zodiac, and that has to do with astrology, right? How the stars line up. Zigzag lines of stars divide the heavens into autumn's twinkling constellations. And that is the end of our summer acrostic. And I wish you guys a fantastic summer. Please remember, take time to read every day. Let me tell you something. If you can read for 1 hour a day or more, if you're really into it, but if you read for an hour a day, you would be in fantastic shape for next school year. Okay? Reading is the activity that keeps our brain engaged so we continue to learn during the summer. It's really important. You know, Miss Hess likes to have fun, to exercise, watch a little bit of Netflix, you know, and all that stuff. But I always, every day read because it's so important to engage the imagination and keep those mental processes going. You know, too many video games or too much TV is not good for our brains because it just kind of you know, it kind of dulls everything after a while. But when you read, it makes that brain go. So happy summer, second graders. I will see you next year. If you're moving, keep well, have a good life, and do great things. Bye, everybody.